was today? Southern Saturday. You already know we at work. Decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals. Talk of the towns going down the word on the curve. You heard me. Just set this up real quick. Just wanted to hop on, chop it up with the folks in the lokes. See what's cracking, what's popping. It was a beautiful day here in Southern California. You already know. Even though we're in the winter, still lovely, lovely day. Now, for those who are curious, I did drop a new video on this channel, pretty much talking about Trump's presidency and the disaster that is upon us. Hello there. Doing that. Now for the G series, it is almost done. Almost done. It's like 90% done. Which editing sucks. I ain't gonna lie. I hate it. I prefer when Certified did it. It's kind of like a hassle. And I can see why those individuals that like do all that stuff get paid all that money. Any little like mishap, just like you would have to start from scratch again. Like god damn it. Well, I mean, if you don't want it looking crappy. Shadow, who are your top 5 Northern Cal rappers? My top 5 Northern Cal rappers for sure is Casper Loke, BFD, Big Rome, Acito, and Woody. I would say are the top 5. And I probably would say in that order. Ready for Christmas? Yes, I am. Especially my wife. She's been decorating since like no lie. Like she starts early. It's like not even Thanksgiving yet. Early in like um August, and she's like, "What do you think they're gonna put the trees up to buy them?" Like, well, I don't know, but we could go to the woods right now if you really want one like that. What's cracking like it, Derek? That's right, getting ready to make the Skrilla Illa Illa Illa. Well, hey, happy birthday, carnal. That's right, the big 40. That's right, carnal. Hey, happy birthday, my boy. Hey, I hope you spend it, with your loved ones and, having a blast. You should celebrate with a 40 for your 40. What's cracking like it, Mr. Pasa is definitely up in the casa for the raza. Those are the 8 nights of... not much. Dude, is it 8 nights for Hanukkah? I could have sworn it was more. I thought it was like some shit. And don't they get like presents for every day? So that's like 8 gifts? Damn, my boys. They really coming through, huh? But you only get to open 1 present per day? It's like the drawback? I don't understand why the presents have to be wrapped nice if like they're just gonna tear them open to see what's in there. Right? So it's like, why do they have to nicely be wrapped? They're just gonna fuck them up. I guess just for the picture, huh? Just for the picture. We have a bunch of gifts like rounded up around the tree. I mean, do people really pay attention to specific? Like if it's nice increase. How do they get gifts for 8 whole days? I don't know. I don't really know exactly how it works, but I think it's something like that. I'm not too sure though. My sister said it. You good? Like in healthy? So my wife wasn't lying to me. Ah, I thought she was just trying to get into my pants. Like, woman, we're tired. Nah. The Jews must have other sources of revenue to be getting other. Nah, well, I mean, they could be small gifts. I don't think that they're large gifts. I don't think they'll be like fucking like PS5s and shit like every day. You'll probably get like a T-shirt or a tie there, a pen, a pack of crayons, a coloring book. I don't get gifts at all that much. Mostly money and gift. Shit, growing up, we never got gifts for Christmas. No lie, I used to get gifts from the homies meaning when I was small. When I was small, like the older homies used to, come through and give me like gifts when I was a kid. But shit, underneath that tree, there was nothing under that tree. Shit, there was times we didn't even have a tree. Mostly, we didn't even have a tree, to be honest with you. Parents were like, "Man, we could tree, or we could just get like a 30 pack of beer and some like meth." But it was all right though, because we grew up just whatever we seen that we wanted, we would just take it. We grew up with that concept. Like, you want a new bike, just find the kid riding a bike, and there it is. Bam! Sadly, that was the reality of it. Damn, not even the holiday. No, I mean, there was a holiday spirit, but just with no actual like substance to it. um, what is your opinion on? Well, not much. I mean, I'm not a religious person, so I don't believe in like all of that. I'm a man of science, so therefore the concept of like a holy Lord Savior and a evil demonic presence is just, I don't believe in that concept. And plus, now that me and my mom are older, we hardly celebrate the holidays to get together. Really? Oh, that's crazy. My wife's family, yeah, they get together all the time for every holiday. And then they're all older because she has a pretty big family. She has like two brothers and like four sisters, and they're already all older. That's one thing I trip out on. Here, people literally will throw you off your bike to steal it. People don't. That in Texas, they don't do it when you're. Yeah, right here, there's just no fucks being given. Like when people say like, "What was my mentality then?" Like doing those stuff, like did I care about that taking somebody who worked hard, earn money to that? But that's the thing though. That was not in our mind at all though. You know what I mean? We didn't care about none of that stuff. When you're just young and dumb and full of a lot of anger, you don't tend to, you know, think or dwell on that kind of shit. Which is fucked up, you know, but that's the reality. That's the mental of these individuals, though. Nobody gives a fuck about me, so why should I give a fuck about them? Nobody gives a fuck about what happens to me, so why should I give a fuck about what happens to them? You know, which is a crazy way of seeing things, right? But that's the reality. That's why I say it's important being a parent and make sure you're there for your kids. Because trust me, it is gonna affect them. I can promise you that. I'm willing to bet my life on it. Yeah, I never understood. Oh wait, we'll just wait till they fall asleep and then we'll take their bikes. Like what? Why? They're right there right now. We can just take it right now. Why do we gotta wait till later? Like no, they'll recognize. No, they won't. While they're riding your bike, you hit them in the back of the head, and then they don't get to even see who you were. Come on now, bro. You gotta use your head. Use your head and aim for the head. But you know, here's the thing though. Because I seen it on I don't know what channel it was, right? It was a mega channel though, where it said about the university guy, the one that just did the shooting in the it was the Brown University, right? He was he was from Portugal, I think, right? So you know, they're saying that, oh look, another illegal. This is why illegals come and fuck, you know, America up, you know, with their crime and shit like that. And it's like, bro, don't make me pull up the list of all the serial killers and mass shooters that there has been, right, here in America, bro. Because they're all Americans, right? And y'all don't be bitching or, you know, pointing that shit out when the motherfuckers out there doing that shit, right? But then now when you get somebody who's from a different, you know, origin, they just want to highlight it like, oh, you see, this is why we gotta. What about the crime that's happening all the damn time, being done by Americans? Want to talk about these countries, how they don't, you see how people from those countries get down? Huh? Do you not pay attention how about people get down in your country? And I'm not here to, you know, throw dirt on America, right? I love America. But we gotta call out a spade for a spade, bro. We gotta call the bullshit when we see it, bro. I'm just stating here. And plus, no, I mean, the one thing I like going to the. So, I feel you. That's a California thing. It probably is, but I won't even lie. There's probably different things to do out in different places. Like when I watch like videos, like, you know, like those funny videos, right? Like let's say it's a guy on a truck, right, and he has a rope tied to a mast, and they're just driving down the street and they're just gliding, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? But apparently, if you read the comments, it's like the norm where they're at, right? Like, oh yeah, I used to love doing that, like, well, an actual thing. Because here you don't see none of that shit, right? So it's kind of, or like people going hunting, like hunting. Because here in California, hunting means a whole different thing, bro. Like when people say they're gonna go hunting, you know, that means that they're gonna go looking for their ops. But over there, apparently, it's actually like actually really hunting deer and fucking gophers and platypus and yetis and chewies and all kinds of shit. I grew up stealing bikes. I wouldn't say I was steal bikes, right? I had stolen bikes, but I wouldn't say that was my thing. Like when I needed a bike, like we needed to get somewhere, we needed a bike, and if somebody was to be passing by with a bike, well, right? But I wouldn't say that was my thing though. There is people that had a thing for that, right? They would sell them and shit like that, right? I really didn't care so much for that kind of shit though. I was just looking to get to my destination. What's cracking like a dash fool? Oh yeah. I had seen that you had sent me that. You know what? Some of these places, you ain't kidding, bro. It gets congestion. I want to say it's as as California though. I would say that we could probably, rival it. Where are you from? Ethnicity, residency, or affiliation? That's a trick question here on YouTube. I reside here in California, Los Angeles. Speak slowly. I know I have the tendency to talk. It's because of the rap. I would take them apart, put them together with different parts. All right, so okay, so you had like you were into bikes pretty much, but now there were some bikes that were like that, right? I guess some parts must have been better than. I had homies that were into like bikes and shit like that, like that. I think that guy stole they were in front of the bus and took. People have no shame, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I one time took an individual's shoes, his Jordans and his jersey, left him with no shirt and no shoes. Not because I wanted to be an asshole, though, right? He kind of brought it upon himself. He had his girl. He was trying to be hard. He was trying to dog and shit like that, right? So it's just like, oh, you want to be tough, huh? So now we're going to teach you a lesson now that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. He didn't have anything, right? So we gave me the orders in that jersey, bro. And then I ended up selling it to some paisas that lived next to the homie's house. I think I sold it everything for like $40. Paisa guy was happy. He was like, shit, take this to my son. Hey, because he had the Western Conference jersey and some brand new Jordans. They should look clean, right? I don't know if they were whoever he bought him for his size, or maybe he was put it on for himself. I don't know. He didn't come across like that, right? But shit, that was a come up though. Then Jordans by themselves probably like 100 and some, right? So shit, he got that in a jersey for $40, and then we used that money to buy beer. The stupidity, huh? It's crazy. That's why it's legal to walk around with guns. Facts, bro. Facts. But then again, you know, that's probably the reason for a lot of chaos as well, too. Though it's not that. It's not so much that though, right? It's just that a lot of people like because you have the right to carry a gun, right? What tends to happen is that it tends to go to people's though, like you have a gun though. Um, People tend to instead of like de-escalate the situation, them knowing the fact that they have a firearm with them, right? It kind of like boosts their ego, right? So they kind of tend to escalate the situation, right? Just because they maybe want to use it. I don't fucking know, right? Um, and a lot of them don't even know their gun laws, right? So they end up getting charged, right? Because they're like, no, he broke into my home, bro. I had the right to shoot him. Like, first of all, he didn't break into your home. He wasn't inside of your home yet, right? He was on site, and you shot him while he had his back turned, which you can't do. Man, my boy, did you not pay attention? When you're being asked all questions, did you lie? Who did your fucking, when you filled out the paper to get your firearm it out for you? Nah. Because it wasn't you. Then they're confused why they're getting arrested, huh? Like, what? What did I do? I'm the victim. Like, no. You were safe inside of your home. See, it would have been different if they would have broke inside of your home, right? But they weren't even inside your home yet, right? But you decided to, take the law into your own hands because you wanted to be the judge, jury, and executioner. You see the difference here? How do you know he was even going to steal something? How do you know he was going to rob you? For all you know, he was probably like fucking looking for his cat. I don't know. Right? So now it's your now you got to argue with the jury. Because at least if he would have broke inside your home, you could have at least said, this motherfucker was trying to rob me. He was inside of your home. Motherfucker wasn't even inside of your home yet. Like, yes, you have the right, defend yourself and everything like that, but if the person's already unarmed and he's already on the floor bleeding and you stand over him and you shoot him 5 more times in the head, yeah, my boy, you're going to jail for murder, homie. That's not, that is no longer self-defense. Do you not understand that? But people just can't seem to separate things, bro. It's just like, I don't know. It's like, really? You don't see where you went wrong here? Actually, no. Why do you think some colleges are more expensive than others? Education is better if you pay more. For the simple fact of the fame and the lore that comes with the university, like Stanford or Yale or Brown or you know Hogwarts. You know what I mean? But like the fact that they're the best of the best and elite and famous smart people have gone there and shit like that, right? So the lore behind all of this, right, is the reason why they get to charge you more. Like, bro, we're charging you this much because we're not talking about no fucking ELAC here or fucking USC here, bro. We're talking about Stanford, Cambridge, Yale, right? And it's like, because you can have a doctrine from these universities, right? But doesn't mean that it makes them more intelligent than a person who went to like fucking, I don't know, like um, Ohio State or Michigan or some shit like that, right? And then I guess it also depends what you're studying, right? Because I mean, some universities, are better suited for whatever you want to be, right? Like they have stronger courses in those fields. No one's gonna hurt anyone up. Uh, nice to see you. I used to steal jerseys from. You just like try them on and just run out. Could have made more of it if you did. Yeah, facts. No, I know that, but see, that's the thing though. That the option wasn't really to like gain a profit, right? It was never like a money scheme. Um, they didn't care so much for the money sense of things, right? From the lockers. What do you think about people who argue with college are the best top of them? I mean, it depends what people are studying. What I think is stupid is when a person doesn't have an actual doctrine or an education, right? Like, let's say they only made it to the ninth grade, the 10th grade, right? They didn't even graduate high school, and they're trying to argue and give you advice over like a doctor. They don't know what they're talking about. So this doctor who actually, educated, went through the whole thing, motherfucker graduated from Yale, Cambridge. You're telling me you, who didn't even graduate high school, is gonna know more than this individual? I hate people like that. Like them, they don't even know what they're talking about. Like, oh, and you do? Oh, where's your doctrine? Goofballs. Like, come on now, bro. And you get that a lot, especially when it comes to the psychology of things, right? You get a lot of people trying to throw their 2 cents. Like, them motherfuckers don't know what they're talking about. Like, oh, and you do, huh? Ah, that's rich. I remember in Texas, people rights be walking around with weapons. Yeah, that's one thing I don't understand either. Like, you have the right to, carry a firearm, right? Which is cool, right? I got nothing against that, right? Like, people should own weapons to defend themselves, right? I'm not one of these people that's like against none of that, right? But that's one thing I don't understand though. Like, I get the fact that you could carry a firearm and you should to protect yourself, right? Well, why carry an AK or carry an assault rifle though? Like what's up with that though? Can't get a handgun? Can't get a fucking Glock or revolver? Does it gotta be a fucking, you know, an assault rifle with a fucking drum? Like, I just don't understand that. Like, why do you need all that though? Like, I don't get it. Like, clearly you're trying to state some kind of message. So clearly something went to your head. Because, I mean, it's not really normal. It's like almost like you're trying to antagonize people or some shit. I don't know. I don't really know exactly like what's the game plan for those type of individuals. Like, yeah, I got AKs, I got grenade launchers. Like, grenade launch? Motherfucker, what you need a grenade launcher for? Hey, it's because, revolution's coming, bro. The government's coming and cracking down. Hey, we're about to have like a fucking, like a revolution. Bro, you know how many times, how long people have been saying that? You know how many conspiracy theorists have been saying that? Like, this is the year that's supposed to happen? Like, every fucking year is the year that it's supposed to happen, bro. And everybody swears that no, this time for real, this is the year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, same old rerun, huh? You think murder was happening like crazy, but you never hear about people getting shot. Oh, what do you mean, like in Texas? Really? Last time I seen their crime statistic rates, they were kind of high. I ain't gonna lie. The only reason why, like I ran into the statistics, is I was covering the gang violence within Texas, right? Um, and actually, yeah, it actually rivaled California's. But obviously, the fact that it's big and shit like that, I would expect, crime to be high. Obviously, the more people, the bigger the area, the more crime there's going to be. And LA, do you guys have to bag your own groceries at the store? Um, Depends. There's some places you go to and they have people that bag your groceries, right? But other places, yeah, you have to bag it though. Like, it just depends on what area you're at though. Like, there's not like one, let's say one store that rule that rules all the stores around. You get what I mean? It just depends whatever store you went into. People do it to look cool, but they're not really looking cool. It's kind of looking foolish though. Because it just shows people's insecurities more than, like, when you do stuff like that, it just shows people's insecurities and their fears, not so much their strength, right? They're paranoid. Um, Obviously, and by the world, they feel like they carry this thing, right? So it, it says more about them, right? Like, you can't really say that, right here we're like one community, one loving family. Right here, this community is like one. Like, bro, if you have to live in this community walking around with a gun, then can you really say you're amongst family, right? It seems like you don't really trust those around you. So I don't know. That really doesn't sound like brotherly love, in my point of view, in my personal opinion. I mean, I don't have to. I don't feel the need to carry a gun around my brothers and sisters, but I don't know. Why is it gonna be trying to protect your? Nah, but I mean, like, you could be getting robbed, like, or kidnapped. Um, like, let's say out there running an errand, right? Even though the likelihood of you getting kidnapped as an adult is very, very slim. Not to say that it's impossible, right? But it's very slim that if you're an adult that you're gonna get kidnapped, unless you are somebody of status, right? But normally people ain't really try to kidnap you, right? And if you run into a nut job, it don't really matter if you have a gun or not, right? But at least you get to defend. At least you have the opportunity to defend yourself. At least, right? Just to post it on Facebook. Yeah, pretty much that's what it's all for. It's for show. Who are we kidding? Like all these people posting these long ass clips, drums, and ammunition and all that, and it's like, I mean, the most professional like snipers who have like a body count like longer than girls in Figueroa, right? But they don't really need all that much stuff, right? Just a rifle and a few rounds, get the point across. Most of those individuals will never use it. Never happens. They say that they desperately need it, but have never used it. They have never been put in a predicament where they ever had the need to use it, right? But they say that for sure it is Mando, right? Shit, it'd be crazy right here, man. Where I'm at, man. I gotta carry the firearm with me at all times. That's how hectic America has become. Really? How many times you been robbed? Well, me, if I never been personally robbed ever. I personally really don't know people that have been robbed. I just tell people that I know somebody that actually was robbed, but in reality, it was a lie. I really don't know people that actually got robbed, right? Because I don't really know that many people to begin with, right? Because I mean, the reality of things is individuals mostly really only truly know like 40 max people, right? And the statistic wise of one of them actually being a victim of some crime like that, depending on the area you live, is gonna be slimmer than none, right? But no, it is needed. Let's face it, both sides use the fear tactic propaganda, right, to spew the nonsense. Like, bro, just tell me you want a pack of gas, bro. That's it. You don't really gotta be making up all this shit, bro. Just tell me you need the glizzy, and that's it, bro. Like, you don't really gotta be lying and making up all this shit, bro. Just tell me you want to look cool on Facebook, bro. That's all you need to say, right? I don't know why you gotta be lying and making up all this shit. Like, bro, it is not that serious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. Gotta get back to the good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.